Todd and Julie Chrisley reveal how marriage survived 28-month separation. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Todd and Julie Chrisley's marriage was tested in prison. Staying connected felt almost impossible. The Chrisley Knows Best stars open up about the challenges they faced and how they managed to keep their relationship strong while in prison. For nearly 30 years, Todd and Julie Chrisley have been by each other's side through all of life's challenges. But in January 2023, the Chrisley Knows Best stars' marriage was tested when they were forced to separate as they began their respective prison sentences for tax evasion and fraud charges. In an exclusive interview with Fox News Digital, Todd and Julie, who are currently promoting Lifetime's new docuseries, The Chrisleys, Back to Reality, alongside their family, spoke about the challenges they faced when it came to maintaining a healthy marriage and strong bond. Todd and I didn't speak for 28 months, and I was lucky and so blessed to be able to see my children, and they were able to visit, and we were able to talk, but that wasn't the case for Todd and I, Julie explained. We had an email that's very antiquated, and we got messages every 2-3 days. So it was almost impossible to even keep a conversation going. Todd and Julie Chrisley's marriage was tested while in prison, making it nearly impossible to connect. Lifetime. For me, I never felt, and this is the weirdest way of saying this, but I was never in my mind away from her. Todd said of being separated from his wife of nearly 30 years. She stayed in my mind all day long and all night. I thought about her every waking second. I used to say in my emails, I thank God for my mind, for my memory, and for all the memories that we've created, because I was around men who were being diagnosed with dementia, Alzheimer's, things like that. And I used to say, God, thank you for my mind. And I survived on my memories that Julie and I have made for 30 years. I survived all my times of seeing my children laugh, and when they were crying and me telling them it's going to be okay. And then all of a sudden we've moved on to something much bigger. So for me, it was not an option of is this marriage going to last? It was, how do we pick up and start rebuilding from where we are right now? The Chrisleys, who rose to fame with their hit reality show Chrisley Knows Best, were convicted in 2022 of federal bank fraud and tax evasion. Todd and Julie, who have maintained their innocence, were sentenced to 12 and 7 years, respectively, and reported to prison on January 17, 2023. In May, the couple were released from federal prison after they received pardons from President Trump. The reality TV stars have been married for nearly 30 years. USA Network/NBCU Photobank via Getty Images. It's a terrible thing, but it's a great thing, because your parents are going to be free and clean. And I hope we can do it by tomorrow. Is that okay? We'll try getting it done tomorrow, Trump told the Chrisleys' children, Savannah and Chase, in a phone call from the Oval Office that was posted on the X account of a White House aide. The post was captioned in part, Trump knows best. Todd recalled waking up in prison on May 28, expecting to go about his daily routine. He never expected to walk out a free man. Listen, I've said again on our Chrisley Confessions 2.0 podcast that I've had so many Joseph moments in my life from the time this whole thing started, he said. And so you go to bed on May the 27th, and you know that on the 28th you're going to get up and do the same thing over and over and over again. That's not the way my life happened. My Joseph moment was getting up that morning, and then that afternoon being told, you've been pardoned, we've got to get you out of here, he continued. That's how quickly your life can change. When I spoke with President Trump via FaceTime, his first thing was, well, wow, you look great. And I was like, well, thank you. But he was very kind and very gracious. The Chrisleys have previously opened up about their experience in prison. Fox News/My View. Since returning home, both Todd and Julie have been navigating the transition as well as possible. There's definitely been a transition period, a period of just, I think you just kind of pinch yourself to say, this is really happening, Julie explained. And when you are incarcerated, when you're in prison, you have this protective shell because you have to. It is just self-preservation of just getting through each day. And so I think it takes time to let your guard down and to say, "Ok, This has really happened. I'm really home and I can really continue living. So I'm just grateful for every day. Following their release, Todd and Julie began reflecting publicly on how they managed to survive the isolation. The couple explained that faith was their cornerstone. They prayed every day for strength and protection, not just for themselves but for each other. Todd described how he started each morning by praying for Julie's peace and safety, while Julie said she asked God to give Todd patience, courage, and resilience. It became a spiritual ritual that anchored their hearts, even when physical walls separated them. But beyond faith, it was forgiveness that saved their marriage. Todd and Julie admitted there were moments of frustration, anger, and confusion. They had to forgive themselves for the mistakes that led them down this path, and forgive each other for the times when communication failed or hope wavered. Julie shared that forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting but understanding that pain can be a pathway to healing. She said that letting go of blame was the only way to move forward together. Todd echoed that by saying that their marriage was reborn in grace and humility. Unlike before, they no longer see each other as partners in business or fame, but as soulmates who have weathered life's fiercest storms together. When they finally reunited after 28 months apart, the reunion was emotional. Todd said he had imagined that moment countless times while sitting alone in his prison cell, and when it finally happened, it felt like coming home. He described Julie as more beautiful than ever, not just in appearance, but in strength and spirit. Julie said she cried tears of gratitude because she knew they had made it through something most couples wouldn't survive. They hugged for what felt like forever, and in that embrace they silently promised to never take time, love, or freedom for granted again. The couple's relationship now stands as a symbol of resilience and faith. Todd and Julie are focused on rebuilding their lives and finding purpose beyond fame. They have spoken about using their experiences to help others who feel broken or abandoned, showing that love can endure even the harshest trials. Todd says that what once defined them, their reality show, fame, wealth, and status, no longer matters. What matters now is love, faith, and family. Julie agrees, adding that they are writing a new chapter grounded in truth and gratitude. Their journey hasn't been without criticism. Public opinion remains divided. Some see them as victims of circumstance, while others view them as symbols of accountability. Yet Todd and Julie have chosen not to engage in negativity. Instead, they focus on healing and reconnecting with their loved ones. They have also talked about plans to share more of their story in an authentic way, possibly through a new project that reflects who they are today, not who they were before prison transformed them. And now they want to use that transformation to inspire others. Those who have followed their journey say that Todd and Julie's love story is one of redemption and renewal. It's not about celebrity or scandal anymore. It's about two people who faced darkness and chose light. Julie once said that real love doesn't disappear. When times get tough, it deepens. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. And that philosophy now defines their marriage. Todd often praises Julie's strength, calling her the heart of their family and the reason he made it through. He says that every time he doubted himself, he thought about how Julie never stopped believing in him. That belief became his compass, guiding him back to love, hope, and family. As they step into a new chapter, Todd and Julie are determined to make their story one of purpose. They plan to focus on advocacy, family projects, and reconnecting with fans who supported them through everything. Todd said that the hardest part of their separation taught him to listen more, love better, and live honestly. Julie says that the experience reminded her that faith can turn pain into peace, and that love, when nurtured through faith, can outlast any storm. Their marriage isn't perfect, but it's real. It has been tested by distance, heartbreak, and time, and still it stands strong in a world that often celebrates temporary connections. Todd and Julie Chrisley's story is a rare reminder that love built on faith, truth, and forgiveness can survive anything. After 28 months of separation, their marriage didn't just endure, it evolved into something more powerful and pure. They are no longer the couple defined by television fame, but two people who have rediscovered what truly matters, the unshakable bond that brought them together in the first place. Their journey proves that no matter how broken life may seem, love can rebuild it, one prayer, one letter, and one moment at a time. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.